right, here we go. Starting off the final match. Anthony Meglino, Mike DeLawder. Here's the lag, and it's a close one. Looks like, I don't know. It's a real close one. Anthony's still looking. Mike says it's him. All right, we got a decision here. Mike D. Mike D's got the first break here. This is a race to 9 final match, and we're going to put Jimmy, Hollywood, and Trinetta back on the board here. You guys enjoy the match.
All right, here we go. It's a rematch from earlier when Mike DeLawder took out Anthony. I want to say 7-2 or 7-3 to put him into the loser side. Let's get the party started. Last match of the weekend. Mike gets the first break, sends the wing ball and the cue ball. He's going to go ahead and give Anthony ball in hand right off of the get-go. Let's take a look at that 6-8 and see what we're looking at down there. It looks like the 6-8 does go. So all intents and purposes, Anthony pretty much has a wide-open table.
Last match of the day. Yes, sir. This is the final match.
Who's playing?
This is Anthony Meglino. He's like one of the top players in Florida. Anthony Meglino. Then we have Mike DeLawder sitting up there. And he's also another. That's the only way you really make it to the final. It's definitely.
All right.
Along with those two standing over there.
Okay.
Those are the last 4 standing out of 60 players.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Anthony's going to go ahead and make quick work of this one. Looks like he's got the 1-2 down, 3 ball. And we did a side view on that, so the 6-8 does go into that corner. From what I see, I'm at a completely different angle. But does look pretty good there. It's going to draw this one straight back down onto that bottom rail below the top rail from the camera. Down below that 9 ball and shoot the 6-8. And main thing here is just to make sure you control your cue ball because you don't want it to get away. You have to anticipate where the 6 is going to go. So you're going to want to go ahead and plan that out pre 5 ball because you want to make sure you know where you're going to be taking the cue ball down for the 6. That was kind of what I was worried about on that angle. You know, the 6-8 wasn't lined up to go to the inside of that pocket. It was more on the outer part of the pocket. So it was naturally going to run the 6 ball a little bit steeper up and it left him a very steep cut on the 6. I actually think he may. Let's check out the angle from the side view. Yeah, he may actually end up going with the bank if that angle doesn't really tell us a whole lot. He may end up going with a bank just because he's such a good banker. That's a steep cut. Oh, he went all out cut on that one. You know, he's a great one pocket player. I'm a little surprised he didn't actually take that bank. I think the bank was a little bit easier shot. He was very steep on that one. And pretty much about the same exact angle that Mike just was with that. So, and we all know Mike is a very well-known banker. That's his specialty. He's a specialist in bank pool. Okay, looks like Mike's going to strike first and go up 1-0 on Anthony. There we go. So he did salvage his break. He didn't give his break away as far as winning it to Anthony. Anthony had an opportunity and got a bad roll on the 6 ball. So they are also keeping score manually up on the top right-hand side. I'm still getting situated here. I stepped away and took my food, and we're getting situated. All right. Looks like I'm situated, comfortable. Andy's got the headphones in. Listen to a little Beethoven. Mike D's more of a heavy D, easy E type headphone listener. I think Anthony's more like a Beethoven type of headphone listener. Okay, got the one ball down. Looks like he's got two different balls down. Looks like he's got the one and the five ball in. He has a shot on the two ball, I believe. Maybe he does not. I don't think he can see the whole ball. I'm at a terrible angle to see this. I don't know if he could see the whole two ball. So he went for an all-out safe and trying to get some coverage down behind that three ball, which he did. He got the coverage. And Mike's probably going to be able to spin this. He's going to do a little bit of a masse around the three ball, I'd imagine. Looks like that. Looks like that's not a hard shot. But the problem with that is, though, is the cue ball's naturally going to go over towards the nine ball area. And I was worried about the scratching. He did avoid the scratch. However, I feel if he would have made that, that cue ball would have went a little deeper, and it very well may have ended up scratching. So that might have been a best case scenario for him. He did leave Anthony edge of the two ball. Okay. I like the old side camera view. That helps out a lot, especially when I'm not sitting at a good angle to be able to see it. So, yeah, thanks to the donators, we got an extra 5K camera up there, 4K camera, whichever K, 4K, some kind of K. Okay, they're going back and forth, a little bit of a safety kick shot battle. Anthony, looks like Anthony's going to have a pretty decent chance at either a bank or a safety. He decides to go with a safety. I did come up a little bit too much, and he left Mike the whole ball to look at. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it looks like Mike may have been the first one to make a little bit of a mistake here. He overran that ball, and Anthony has a good shot on the two ball now, so he should be able to get this ball rolling. Wow. Boy, that's uncharacteristic. He way overcut that. He's looking to see if the ball's frozen. It is frozen. Okay. He needs something to happen here. Let's check out a little side view and see if he has a good look at the three ball. Unfortunately. All right, very rarely do you see this many innings between these two, this level of a player on these two. So they got into a nice little safety battle. I'm very surprised that Anthony missed that two ball. I really thought he would have been off and running. I thought we'd have been on the rack number 3 at this point. But he did overcut it and thin it, and here we are. Okay. All right, Mike now has has a 3-ball, he can do one of two things. He can either go for a long bank, and the only reason I say that is because he's such a good banker. He loves it. Or he can go for a hard cut. He did, and he ended up making 2 balls. Okay, he needs to stay on the right side of that 7-ball, which he did nicely. Left himself with a perfect angle to get down there, perfect line to get down for the 8-ball, and Mike's looking to go up 2-0 here in the early part of this one. He stroked that in very nicely.
Wow.
Yeah,
What a shot that was.
that was a very nice shot. He stroked that in beautifully. Okay.
Seeing how
Yes, sir. Mike D feeling pretty good. He has Anthony's number here. He took him out that first, put Anthony on the loser side. I want to say the score then was 7-2, 7-3, something like that. And he's picking up right where he left off. So Mike's up 2-0 on the early part of this match, the championship match final. And again, guys, tour stop number 10 coming up in that's Bobby's. Tour stop number 10 come up in Rack, Sanford. I know Janine just posted she just posted out the signups for that one. So go ahead and get your signups in. That's on the Sunshine State Predator Pro-Am Facebook page, where she listed the details on that, but you have to go to the website to actually sign up. So get on the Facebook page, and then click the link for the web page, and then go ahead and get yourself signed up. Get in there for the final end of the year player rankings and awards and all that other good stuff. Top female shooter, top junior player, player of the year. Not to mention Rax is a fantastic place, great place, great food, great people, great owners, great tables, all around. Top notch, top level. Okay. Mike comes up dry on a break, and Anthony has the 1-ball down. He's going to go straight for his jump cue. And Anthony's he's a great jumper, which one would not be surprised at a player of his level and Fargo ranking. He's just very well-rounded player. Okay, looks like you got a nice roll out there. I foresee Mike going for the same thing. He didn't even hesitate. He brought both cues with him. Figure save himself a trip. I want to say that's a Bushka jump cue. I think I saw Benji had one of those. Oh. He was. This? Oh. I said, look at this angle. You know, he could stop this dead on the 6-ball, and the natural angle is going to go off at a 7, or you can go that route. I was going to say natural angle would take it right towards that bottom rail, and he would have been locked dead on the 6-ball. The problem with that, though, is the 7 would have cleared the way, and he would have left him a 1-rail kick at the 2 going across. So he elected to go the route that he did, and ended up nicely. He did leave Mike. He looks like he left Mike the ball. All right. That's the same pocket that Kyle kept hanging him up on. The balls are just not falling on that corner pocket. Kyle hung up 2 or 3 of them on the last match alone, on that same exact pocket. So the 3, 4, 5 are wide open. The 6 ball, once we get down to that 6 ball, that's where this puzzle really needs to be worked out at. I'm trying to sit here and think of a way on how he's going to figure this out, and that's what he's looking at now too. He keeps looking from the 5 down to the 6 and trying to figure out how he's going to get there. And so it looks like he might be looking at setting up the 5 and then playing a carom off of the 6 into the 7. Because the 8 ball really takes away an angle to draw it down by that chalk area for the 6 across. So if he wants to get aggressive, he may be looking at playing the carom. I don't think he can get that 6 in there into that pocket. How did he hit that, folks? Absolutely perfect. How did he hit that ball? The way he got up there and was looking at it, he was looking at, but then I think he obviously decided that he does not want to go that route, and he was just going to go for it. Okay. Anthony's looking to get on the board at 2-1. Mike's just going to go ahead and stand up and give it to him. He does not want to give Anthony a chance to even shoot at it. He said, go ahead, you're too good. I'm going to give that one to you. And this is Anthony's break. He's looking to put two together back to back and tie it up at 2-2. We're doing a race to 9. The 9 ball does count in the top 4, bottom 4 pockets. It does not count up there in the 2 corners where he is standing. Does get spotted at that point. We do play 9 on the spot to switch it up on some of these. Everybody figures out the breaks and so we throw a little curveball, make it a little bit different, but sometimes I think the 9 on the spot is a little bit easier. These guys have definitely figured out that cut break and taking that 1 in the side. And the good thing about that is if the 1 doesn't go in, usually the either the 1 or the 8 is going to go. And then if the 1 doesn't go, it's going to come down into the bottom right corner down on your screen. It's going to come down to this side, but these guys pretty much have it figured out. So watch either the 1 or the 8. The 2 ball is going to go off of the rail and then back over towards that top left corner. And then the 9 ball is probably Anthony's 9 ball hasn't been moving, but a lot of the guys the 9 ball has been getting pushed over opposite from the side they're breaking at. So keep your eye on the 1 and 8, and then the 2 is going to go across, and neither one of them go. Yeah, he hit that much differently than he has been. I mean, even the cue ball control on it was off. I feel like he just got up and pounded that break. Normally the 1 ball, if he hits that correctly on the spot where he's looking at, normally the 1's either going to go on the side or it's going to come down on this where he's standing at, down around this corner area. He hit that way off the mark from where he normally does. So he went ahead and called a push out. Looks like he might be trying to set up for a jump. If he's trying to get down to where he just pointed at. He's looking like he's probably going to try to set up for a jump over the 9, but now he decided that might be a little bit too much to ask for, and he's going to try to come up for a jump over the 8. Okay, he's assessing it out, looking at every spot on the table. So he did go back to plan A, and he's going to go up in behind that 9 ball. And he's going to go ahead and try to look for a jump shot. Oh, actually looks like he may have left that window. He left that directly in between on the window. He may have a kick at it if he can't see the ball. And he drills it. Talk about getting close to your work. He's all over the 2 ball here. He has doesn't really have a pocket for this one. He's going to have to go with an all-out save. Let's just see what his best option for a safety is. Draw it back in behind that 5 ball, it looks like. Okay, Mike's looking for a 1-rail kick on the 2 ball. And he sold out. He's going to go ahead and give Anthony. We got quiet and feel the tension. Oh, we went. Can't tell if he, let's go ahead and try to get you on the second camera real quick and see how he is. Oh, yeah, he did have it. So he has to get himself back in line for onto the 6 ball. So he's going to, looks like he's going to cut this and just take the 6 ball down into the corner, and then going to go back across and get the 7 ball, and he should be out here. He should be back in line after this shot and be able to tie the score up at 2 apiece. Got a nice straight in shot on a 7, and then there we go. Two. Mike D gave up that one. Okay. 2-2, Mike's break. Again, we're doing alternating break. Anybody have a score update for me for the Pittsburgh Steelers today? Huge Steeler fan. I've been too busy watching some top-level amateur pool action in Florida. Mike's looking to go up a game on Anthony here at 3-2. He's trying to hold serve on his break. He went with a much softer break than he has been. Actually didn't do too bad on it. That's much softer than he has been. Tried something different. Unfortunately, though, the 3 ball is blocking him. He doesn't have that same pep that he had before. Is he going to take the 1, maybe 2, 3 rails in behind that 9, or is he going to tried to go for a carom on the 3-ball. Okay, so Anthony tried to get down in behind that 2-9. Looks like he left the edge of the 1-ball for Mike. See what Mike can work out and see if he can get control of this rack. He needs that ball to hold up behind there, and he didn't. You know, there's a 2-9 opportunity floating out here for one of these two. Anthony's looking at that right now. If you want to cut the one in and go back and forth, and then he's you know, he has a good look at a 2-9. With these playing on the Brunswick tables with the bigger pockets here. And there we go. And he left himself at the absolute perfect angle if he's going to go that route. And the good thing about this is the angle of the 2 coming off of that 9 is going to go directly towards that other corner pocket where the 6 is at. So he has the opportunity to, you know, even if the 9 doesn't fall, to potentially make the 6. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. There you go. He took it down 3-2, Anthony Meglino. And it is his break. So he stole a break off of Mike D. Now he wants to hold serve and take a 2-game lead on this match with a race to 9. He wants his revenge from earlier. He battled back through the loser side when Mike D put him into the loser's bracket a little earlier in the final 4, I believe it was. And then Anthony went through and battled back, won 3 or 4 matches in a row, and here we are. Hey, thank you, Chuck. Tony Spicer, yeah, the bracket is on Digipool. We were using Challenge, and then Benji Esther came over and was showing them how to do the live scoring. So you can do the live scoring on that. It's on Digital Pool or Digipool. I'll see if I can get somebody to post you a link on that. Brian Luke usually has the links, so maybe if he can post it, or Ben Jester if one of them are watching. I know Brian's watching, but that's where the link is at. It's not on Challenge. It's on Digital Pool. Okay, Anthony is up 3-2. And for some reason, if my manual scoring gets a little bit fouled up here, you guys up on the top right, I don't know if you can see it, it's behind the Zell, but they're doing their own manual scoring up there as well. So it is 3-2. Anthony's up. And he's trying to hold serve here to go up and put a 2-game lead on this one. Anthony sporting that Predator Sunshine State 5th 5-year anniversary. We passed those out and sold those at the Brewlands in Carrollwood tour stop a couple months ago. And our next tour stop will be at Rax once again in Rax, Sanford, Florida. We'll be doing our Bar Box Championship. Take a moment to give a shout out to Kamui Products, Predator, the title sponsor, Stitch It to Me Embroidery with Nikki Cuellar. We have Skills for Rent, USAPL Pool League, and this is we're at Brewlands North in Lakeland. Great pool hall, great facility. Anthony is trying to take this one down and make it 4-2. Got himself on the rail. A little bit of an off angle, but I mean, definitely not an issue for him. just not ideal where he would like it, but that's no problem for him. He comes in and gets in line on the 8, absolutely perfect. It's just incredible how smooth and how good the top level players are. And Anthony has a 761 Fargo, and that's I was actually just looking on Fargo rate the other day, and I was looking at top United States men, and he is ranked number 14th in the U.S. But he'd be quick to tell you he's not a professional pool player. He has a career, and this is a hobby. Okay, 4-2. Anthony's up. Mike D he's got to make it happen here. He wants to get this win. You will not find a person who loves the game of pool more than Mike DeLawder. He loves the game of pool, and sometimes he just tries so hard instead of just relaxing and free stroking and playing the game that he's been playing for all these years. He just wants to win so bad, and sometimes that can actually hurt you more than help you. You need to just kick back, free stroke, and let it happen. That's why you practice. Have practice like it means everything, and play like it means nothing. Boy, that's a whole mess of stuff to work on here. Work with. You got the 3 and the 4 ball, but then he's going to have to work and come into that cluster to get that out of there. Almost looks like a 1 pocket cluster in the center. He's going to come in from the top and there you go. Nice. As long as he's not hooked on that 6 ball, which I don't believe he is, but imagine unless that 6 goes into that corner, he's probably going to hit it with a little bit of low right and just draw it for the 6 into the other corner or in the side. He went for the corner. So he navigated this very nicely. Very nicely, Mike D. Way to buckle down. That ball needs to slow down. These tables were rolling very fast over the weekend. Looks like it slowed a little bit, but before their balls were just spinning and rolling. So Mike's looking to get 4-3. He's got 1 ball to go. Pull within a game. Okay. That was a good run out. Anthony's turn to break. Rack number 8. Mike started off with the first break and alternating from there on out. Let's see if he fares a little bit better on the break than his last one, where he got hooked on behind the 7 up there on the left side rail. Okay, this time he did get the 1 into the 1 in. Has a shot on the 2 ball. Getting down for the 3 is going to be a little bit of an issue. Let's see how he goes about figuring this one out, but he did get the 1 down, and he does have a clear shot on the 2. try to put a nice stroke on that and get down there. Unfortunately, he ran into the 4-ball. So I fully expect to see a nice tight safe coming up right here. It's going to run the 3-ball. All right, so he got up onto the 7, and with the 9-5 being there, that takes away some of the angles, some of the options as far as going into the rail for a kick. So he's going to have to hit this very low and go into the rail and come more straight back. You hear that pop on that rail? He tried to blast out with a lot of low, but sometimes you hit that too hard, and it doesn't allow the spin to take. Okay, he left Anthony ball in hand with 6-ball out, all on one half side of the table. It's like playing half-court basketball. Got a little more of an angle, but no big deal here. Anthony should be able to snap this in, and ooh, that looked a little scary at the beginning. So, all right, Anthony looks like he's about to go up 5-3. Let's go ahead and get this score changed up already. 5-3. Mike has that disappointed look on his face. It's still early, and it's still early. I mean, right now we're just halfway over. He needs to. Mike's got to buckle down and play pool the way he knows how to play pool. I mean, he played a great set against Anthony earlier, so he can do it. He just needs to buckle down and play. Just not try too hard. Just take what the table gives you and make the best of it. Nate Bill, my hero. Appreciate you. Anthony's been doing a lot of good things for pool down in South Florida. He's been running a lot of good tournaments down there. So if you're in South Florida, he's been running some tournaments down there and helping grow the game and expand it in that region. He travels. He makes pretty good money playing pool. Seems like he's always in the money. Just trying to think of the place where he plays out of down there, and I apologize. But I do see him posting all the time for the tournaments that he has going on down south. Good shot, Mike. All right. So he has to close this game out. He cannot let Anthony get back up to the table here. Beyond Billiards, that's it. Thank you. I believe they are actually sponsoring him. Mike looked a little jabby on that stroke just now. As long as he's not dead straight on this 7-ball, which... Watch outside pocket. Watch outside pocket. Ooh. All right. I feel like Mike's starting to get a little. His pace is picking up. I don't know whether that's good or bad, but his pace is picking up. He's getting a little jabby. You see how his elbow kicked out? He's he needs to take a breath and figure it out. Okay, way to finish it off. Here we go. We got us a match, 5-4. Mike pulls it back within one game. Anthony's break. And again, this one is going to be a race to 9 for the finals. I don't have the payout. But 60 players we had, 60 of 64. So, yeah, Randall, he just doesn't look to be as confident as earlier. And, you know, I think a lot of that is just Mike wants the win so bad. I think he presses he presses too hard. If he had like Cal Bova's demeanor and his skills, that's why we play the game, to perfect all different angles. I mean, you got to have it all if you want to be a level where Anthony Meglino's at. And I'm telling you, every time I looked around, I see if Anthony's not playing in a match, he's shooting and practicing. So the man does not stop working to perfect his craft. He deserves every last dollar he's made in pool. The guy works hard, and if there's one thing that somebody wants to watch and figure out how to get better, I would tell him to go watch how Anthony Meglino works. Let's take a look at the side view and see how this 3-ball rolls over. Okay, so he does have he has about a half a pocket to shoot at, and being able to cheat that pocket a little bit. The problem is, what's he going to do with that 5-ball? Looks like that 9 doesn't allow the 5 to go into that pocket, so he's going to have to get down to get a good line on that 4-ball to break it out, to drift into the 9-5. He may actually have he got on the wrong side of the 4-ball to break out that 5, but he may actually have a carom on the 9-ball. He's just trying to figure out, does he want to go for a save, or does he want to get aggressive and go for maybe even a carom on the 9? 8-ball looks like it could take up a little bit of that. Let's see which way he goes with this one. I think he's looking at it. I could tell you if that 8-ball wasn't there, he would fully be going for that carom. I think that carom is a slam dunk, but the 8-ball looks like it takes up a little bit of that pocket. Even if that 8-ball was pushed over another inch, that would make that pocket big. But I think I would still have to go for this one. And that's exactly why I'm sitting here talking to you guys and not up there playing right now, too. Yeah, Randall, man, I couldn't even imagine. But I can tell you what, Randall, if you want to pay the bills and have nice toys, then the smart decision is probably just to go ahead and go to work full time, because you ain't going to do that playing pool. It's hard. If you want to be homeless, go ahead and play pool for a living. All right. It's a good shot, Mike. It's a good shot. Looks like the 5 ball's a little bit off of the rail for Anthony. So he elected to just bank the 5 up there. Nice little easy bank and play simple safe behind the 9. Did leave Mike a kick on the 5. Unfortunately, broke out the 8 ball, but he got fortunate to not leave him a shot on the 5. Anthony is jacked up on over the 9 ball shooting. I don't know if we're playing all ball foul or if we're playing next in rotation. Are we playing all ball foul or next in rotation? We playing all ball foul or next in rotation? All right, so we're playing next in rotation, just in case anybody was wondering, with him being jacked up over the 9. And what that means is if the 9 ball were the 6 and he were to touch that, that would be a foul. Oh, how did he hit that? How did he hit that ball? How did he hit that ball? He hit that absolutely perfectly. What a shot that was. Boy, Mike might be in jail here. I don't know if he can get a... I can't see how far up on that rail he can actually hit at. He's looking at it like he's able to get it. All right, well, he's aiming like he can get up past that side. He gets way more than what I thought he can get. But he did leave a shot on the 5 for Anthony. I see him going probably maybe one. If he wants to go put a little more high cue ball, go 1, 2, 3, and then shoot the 6 in its bottom right hand corner on your screen. So he's going low. He's going to try to draw it over and then go that route. Yeah, and that works too. That's just all a preference. If you want to go high, you can go high left and 1, 2, 3 and fall up above it, or go the low. If you go low, you gotta aim the overcut a little bit for the cut and deuce throw on that shot. But Anthony obviously has that all down to a science, and he is going up by 2 games here. He's going to go up 6-4. Inching closer to another one of his numerous Sunshine State titles. Curious to know how many he's actually won. Janine, how many titles has Anthony won, you know? How many titles at Sunshine State? Yeah. 120? I didn't mean just this year, I meant overall. No, overall total. I was trying to ask Janine if she had any idea how many titles Anthony's won, Sunshine State titles total. She said at least a half dozen. I thought it would actually be more than that. So if any of his family members know, I'd be curious to know that. Okay, Mike got a ball down. He left that cluster again on his break. He's leaving that cluster right in the middle of the table. Well, Randall. He's definitely he's in his head now. He's shooting a little timid or a little jabby. I'd like to see him shake it off and make this a good hill match. And let the best man win, but he's definitely not playing his game. The 4 ball does go past the 6 on that top left corner. He has a pocket for everything. He has a full pocket there where the 4 ball goes past the 6, and I mean, every ball pretty much leads to the next. I mean, he has to get from the 4 to the 5, but other than that, then it's 6, 7, 8, 9. He'll be out once he gets down to that. Well, that makes a little more. He wanted to come back, and he didn't want to leave that exact angle that he did. He's going to have to. He's got a little meat on that bone. He's going to have to work on that. Rasheen, this is the championship match. You got a little meat left on that bone. Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can chew it up right here. Good shot. Good shot. Wait it. Just amazing how smooth and composed he is. He just hits that and so confidently. You know, a lot of times whenever people get their back against the wall, you just sit there and just overhit the ball. Very guilty of doing it myself and probably 95% of the other people out there. But Anthony just doesn't get rattled. That's why he puts in all that practice. He hits the ball beautifully. Even at the toughest shots, he just gets down like he's made it a million times, and he probably has. He is a machine for sure. This is to go up 3 games. He's trying to get a nice commanding 7-4 lead. Mike gives it to him. So Anthony is inching closer to another title. 7-4. It's going to be his break, so he stole another break off of Mike. He holds serve with this one, and he's going to be on the hill. And like I said, against Anthony's match against Cowher or last couple of, you know, with this being alternating breaks, it works out in his favor. I mean, his break and run percentage ratio is pretty great. So, you know, he's still going to have multiple breaks left in this match, even if he were, once he gets on the hill, or even at this point. I mean, he's looking pretty good at this point. Mike's going to need some rolls from here on out. Okay, he got a dry break. Yeah, he's a great one pocket player. Watching him, I was following him up in Tallahassee whenever John Moore came back and double dipped him at the end. He plays strong one pocket. I've seen him play at racks quite a few times there. He's just so deliberate and just knows all the intricacies about pool. Yeah, that's a little uncharacteristic there. You know, that was a tough cut, but that you're playing at the final here. That's one that Mike would normally make, I believe. He's shaking his head and grabbing his phone. It's almost like he's checked out, but he's got heart. He's got a little bit too much heart, and sometimes it hurts him. He's got to temper it down a little bit and just not try so hard. That would be my only tip, if he would be willing to listen. You know, Anthony has a. Is he going to? He's going to try to go aerial over top of that 7. He has a 3-rail kick here. He could actually come right up on this bottom right-hand corner, and he could. That's going to be a very far jump to keep the cue ball on the table, but he jumps like a rodeo bull, though. Wow, wow. How do I hit a replay on that? What a shot that was. Let's check this out. Look at this. Wow. What a shot. Golly, was that a good shot. That's one of those ones where that cue ball would go flying about 6 tables over. I try to jump that. I mean, I could do it long rail, long table, but that close and to hold that ball without catching it on a hop and letting it go. I mean, he hit that ball, and then it caught the point, and it just drew straight back. What a great shot. Randall, I don't know how he hit that one. That was a shot of the weekend at the best time. Watch it. I'm going to play this instant replay again one more time as soon as they finish out this match for that shot. That was definitely the shot of the match, or the weekend.
Oh, did you already do it?
Yeah, I got it. Bobby walked over and wants to see that.
I missed it. It's probably too late now.
No, I got it already. I have it on there.
I think it redoes it every 20 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, don't do that.
Well, I'm not.
There you go.
All right, let's check out instant replay real quick before I lose it. Oh. All right, so he gave that up. Let's check out that shot again. Ah, shoot, it's already gone. So this new
Still trying to figure out that part.
this new software, though, we're trying to figure it out. But that was definitely a great shot. You have to go back and check that out later. I wish I had it to play it, but it apparently it resets after about 20 seconds after I played it. So amazing. All right, Anthony is on the hill at 8-4. Mike D is breaking. This could be the final match of the weekend, or final game of the weekend, I should say. Mike has to come with it. He has no choice but to come with it. It's go time. Very well could be looking at an early 9-ball right here. Yeah, James, that shot was beyond disgusting. That shot was amazing. Absolutely amazing. See, now Mike is playing the way he did all weekend, where he almost senses defeat and he's just getting down and just stroking the ball like he has no worries. And now look at him. He is not jabby. He's not jumping up. He's playing. He's just free stroking now for the most part. Even though that happened, I mean, he's playing much smoother this game than he has this whole set right here. Look, he didn't overthink it. He just got down and shoot. And if Mike would have played this, if he would have played this way, he would have been a little bit closer. I mean, the way Anthony's playing, I can't, Anthony Meglino is Anthony Meglino, but he played that as smooth he played that as that was the smoothest game he's played. Maybe if he goes back and watches this and he sees the difference, because you could see his whole mannerism. He was just jerky, jabby, and popping up there at the beginning and the middle of that set, and then right there he just almost like he just knows what's coming, the inevitable, because with Anthony breaking, you're asking for a lot to think that he's not going to get out. I'm hoping for a hill thriller, but Mike played extremely smooth and just like he had no worries right there. That's exactly what I said earlier. You practice like it means the world, and you play as if it means nothing. Okay, 1 ball's down in the side. Looks like the 3 ball is down. The 2 ball is straight in, and there's not a trouble ball on the table. And this is kind of what I was talking about. You're going to be asking for a lot for Anthony not to be able to get out on one of these racks. I mean, he has a couple different breaks. So Mike needs a fortunate bounce. This is he makes this ball, and it's going to be over. He makes this ball, and it's going to just be a natural 2-rail position down for the 5 ball, and it's going to be all over. And he hit it. And it's done at this point. So again, guys. Thank you to our sponsors, Predator, which is the title sponsor, Kamui Products, Stitch It To Me Embroidery with Nikki Cuellar, who's one of the top female players in the state, Skills for Rent, USAPL Pool League. I know Janine holds a pool league. Central Florida, one of her teams just actually went out to Las Vegas and won the national championship. Team Money Shot, I believe, was their name. Out of Janine, your team that won the national championship, was that Team Money Shot? Yeah, Team Money Shot out of Rax Billiards.
Woo-hoo.